Good morning, ISR Group. This is Kevin Navarre from your art team here with Sapr and Ms. Hardy, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the Sapr program and what they can do for you. So, Ms. Hardy, can you please explain to our airmen what it is that your organization does and what you guys provide?
Well, our organization is the Sexual Assault Response Office, and we provide services to members who have been the unfortunate victims of a sexual assault. We are here to provide listening, non-judgmental services, and we coordinate services for the members who come and ask for our assistance. We do referrals to off-base as well as on-base agencies to make sure that the member receives services the way they want to receive services. We have clients who are reporting both restricted and unrestricted cases. So for the restricted cases, those folks who want to receive services but aren't open to having it investigated or having command involved are able to come into our organization and receive all the counseling and advocacy services. We have victim advocates here who are nationally certified, background checked, who are matched up by personalities to take care of the victims on the base. We have unrestricted cases where the folks who are involved in those situations have elected to have law enforcement and command involved in their care process, and they too are eligible for receiving services on and off base depending on their needs and wants. We work closely with the chapel, who have absolute confidentiality. Our staff have protected confidentiality, which means that we can receive information, coordinate care without sharing information if the client doesn't want that information shared with leadership. And that's a great thing. Right. And I encourage people to use the restricted reporting option, where we're the only ones that know. We are the keepers of their secret, so to speak, and we provide services how they want to receive services. And if they don't want anybody calling or they don't want anybody to know, we don't tell anybody. And if they change their mind along the way, they get an opportunity to convert and then move on with that process. And the conversion would take it into an unrestricted case status.
Yeah, so I know in the military we're told always to keep our supervisors in the loop and tell our supervisors everything. You're saying that for these kind of cases and situations, they should come to you straight first without talking to supervision?
Yes, because that way they maintain their confidentiality. Okay. The supervisors don't have confidentiality. They are mandatory reporters. And so when you go to your supervisor and they have to report, that means you've lost your ability to have a restricted report.
Okay. And then so you work with all active duty, contractors, civilians?
We work with active duty, all active duty, DoD civilians, and family members of active duty members. Okay. Contractors, if they were to come to our office, we would try to coordinate services for them. We don't keep their cases, but we try to help with their cases. But if their case has a military nexus, we are here to help coordinate that as well. Okay. So.
And then you also connect them to other services like special victims councils and things like that?
We do. We have what we call the SVC, Special Victims Council, and those folks are here to provide them legal advice. The contractors cannot use the SVCs unless there's a military nexus. But those folks are here to advise them on any legal questions they may have. And by the way, they can get a SVC even if it's a restricted case. Okay. So they have protected client attorney privileges when that happens as well. Because we want to make sure that people who are survivors of a sexual assault are receiving services and getting the power back. And so they get an opportunity to receive services and get the full brunt of what any questions they may have, legal as well as personal.
Okay. So in order to keep their confidentiality, what's the best way of them engaging you and your office?
Just giving us a call. You can give us a call anytime, day or night, 24/7, by calling 764-7272. And if you can't remember 7272, just remember the prefix here on Langley is 764,
Yes.
and 7272 is the SARC.
Okay.
It's spelled SARC.
SARC.
So
SARC.
SARC.
Got it.
And they can get us because we have somebody on call 24/7.
Okay, so it'll automatically route to whoever's on call, and then they can take the information
Yes.
and give some guidance.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll meet you where you are. If we need to get you to the hospital, we'll meet you. We'll direct you to the hospital downtown. They're the folks. We work with the folks downtown to coordinate getting evidence collected.
Mhm.
So one of the things that I want to stress is that we need people to come in, and especially when it's a penetrative encounter,
Sure.
we need them to come in so we can at least collect some DNA and samples and things like that. And we'll dry it down and store it. And folks have up to 5 years to change their mind as to whether or not they want to convert to an unrestricted case.
Okay. And then what about individuals that maybe want to help members that they know have been assaulted? Can they come to you for guidance and information?
Most definitely. We love to help, and we'll be more than willing to do the research and make sure that they get the information to share with their friends and family.
Okay, great. Any other information from Sapr that you feel would be helpful for our airmen?
I think basically if people could just respect each other and keep their hands to themselves, and understand that all of those jokey jokes and things like that that they used to do when in high school and in those environments are unacceptable behaviors. The bottom line is, if you respect people, you wouldn't do anything heinous that'll break them down. So keeping your hands to yourselves and respecting each other on installation, off installation, is the best way to go.
One more question. There is a line, right, a delineation between when a assault goes to, say, Sapr versus EO or to some other organization?
Usually the verbal stuff, verbal is EO.
Okay.
Verbal is sexual harassment. Usually when that crosses the line, there's always a gray line. And
Sure.
if you're not sure whether it's EO or Sapr, give us a call. We like hypotheticals.
And then you guys can
and then
help
we
them
can
figure
make
it
a distinction as to whether it falls in our arena or in EO's arena. Because if you go to EO and you tell them they don't have the confidentiality either, it becomes an unrestricted case.
Great.
So we have the restricted and the confidentiality, and we can ensure that you get to report the incident the way you want to report it. And we work closely with the EO office so that our goal is always to take care of the individual and make sure that everything is going the way they want it to. So we're keepers of the secret again. So we recommend that people call us first.
Great. So again, the number is 764-7272.
Correct.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ms. Hardy. I appreciate your time. And we look forward to working with you in the future on the best possible terms possible.
Thank you.